So we were doing admission of a partner, right? We completed 2 sessions in which what we completed so far? Yes, Shivarish, Sadhna, Dhanashri. What we completed from this chapter so far?
How to find new TSR ratio.
Absolutely right. How to calculate new profit sharing ratio, how to calculate sacrifice ratio and goodwill adjustment at the time of admission of a partner. These 2 things we have already done, right? See, in this entire chapter, what we're supposed to do, it's written over here. So there are 5 things in this entire chapter. Out of that, adjustment of goodwill we already done. Then determination of new profit sharing ratio and sacrifice ratio, this also we have done. These 3 and 4 we have done, right? Now we have to complete rest of the things. So rest of the things like distribution of accumulated profit, reserves and losses, how to do that, then revaluation of asset and liabilities, and at the end we have to study adjustment of capital on the basis of new profit sharing ratio, right? So this is this will be going to see I can say at the end of the chapter, but now we have to study here 2 things which is very much important. That is nothing but distribution of accumulated profit, reserves and losses and revaluation of assets and liabilities, right? So I'm starting with the first one, that is distribution of accumulated profit, reserves and losses. So what does it mean? Distribution of accumulated profit, losses, reserves, right? Distribution of accumulated profit, losses and reserve. So this adjustment we are going to do. See, we know, sir, what is admission of a partner means. For example, there are 2 partners, A and B. They were running this business from last 10 years, and now C partner is coming into the business, right? Sir, it means whatever balance sheet. See, first of all, I need to tell you which kind of question it's provided to you. Full length question. I'm talking about not 2 or 3 marks question. I'm talking about 6 mark question. If they give you 6 mark question, what will be the body of the question? What will be the question look like? See, the question will be like, they have given you balance sheet before admission of a partner, whatever balance sheet is there, whatever assets of the firm and whatever liabilities of the firm is provided to you, and below that adjustments are provided, right? Below that 1, 2, 3, 4 adjustments are provided, and they will ask you to solve this question. They can ask you to prepare, that can be a preparation of revaluation account, then that can be a preparation of partner capital account, and that can be preparation of your balance sheet after admission of a partner, right? I am talking about full length question, 6 mark question, right? So there is possibility that, or sometimes they will ask you to pass journal entry, right? The combination can be, see, combination of these prepare passing journal entry and revaluation can be there, or instead of journal entry they will ask you to directly prepare revaluation account, partners capital account and balance sheet. They will not ask everything for 6 marks, right? They will be doing a combination that you have to prepare evaluation account, partners capital account and balance sheet for 6 marks, or they will be asking you to pass journal entry and prepare evaluation account. That can be a combination they will ask you, right? So what they will be giving? They will be giving you balance sheet, right? Before admission of a partner, they will have 2 partners, A and B. And in adjustment, they will be written over here. C partner is coming into the business. He is bringing this much of capital into the business, right? And he is bringing goodwill amount into the business. Such a kind of adjustments are provided to you, right? So now, first of all, we have to understand here. So whatever profits and losses are there in this balance sheet, there can be a possibility of having profits and losses. That can be a profit and loss account balance would be there. Then general reserve balance can be there, right? Then I can say general reserve, profit and loss account reserve, capital reserve can be there, right? So n types of reserves and surplus. Reserves means nothing but part of profit, no? So that can be a profit and loss account balance or any reserve. Any reserve is nothing but part of your profit is provided to you in the balance sheet, right? So this profit and loss account balance or general reserve or capital reserve, these reserves are nothing but part of your profit only. That profit that you have generated over a period of years, right? So we know that every year, whatever profit we have earned, we are not going to distribute entire profit to the partners, right? Out of that profit, we are going to kept aside some portion of the profit. So this balance sheet is given to me before admission of a new partner, and in that balance sheet, so profit and loss account available balance is given, general reserve balance is given, capital reserve balance is given. Now tell me, this profit which is available in the balance sheet before admission of a partner is belongs to A and B, or it belongs to A, B and C, all three partners. Whether we have to distribute this available profit to A and B only, or A, B and C to all.
A, B.
What do you think, Dhanashri, Sadhna?
A and B.
A and B. Shiva is saying say A and B. Dhanashri, Sadhna, Parth, Sarthi. The profit which is available in the balance sheet, right? That can be reserves or normal profit and loss account balance. Sir, this belongs to, we have to distribute this to A and B only, or A, B and C? Getting my question?
A, B and C.
A, B and C. Okay. Dhanashri is saying A, B and C. Sadhna, Parth, Sarthi, what do you think? You're not audible to me, Sadhna. Parth Sarthi is saying A, B and C. Okay. If you are saying A, B and C to all, we have to distribute. Now tell me, this I said you, this balance sheet is before admission of a partner, right? Before admission of partner C. So the profit which is available in the balance sheet is belongs to whom? Because of whose efforts they have earned this profit. Efforts of A and B, right? Right, Sadhna? Dhanashri, Parth Sarthi.
Yes.
Yes. So the profit which is available in the balance sheet liability side, that can be a profit in loss account balance or any reserve. So that profit belongs to A and B only, because C is coming to partnership business today only, now. He was not there in the previous year. So previous year profit always belongs to A and B. So what we have to do? So before giving admission to new partner, whatever profit available in the balance sheet liability side, so that profit we have to distribute. We have to distribute among old partners as per their old profit sharing ratio. We have to distribute among old partner as per their old profit sharing ratio, right? We have to distribute among old partners as per their old profit sharing ratio. So distribution of accumulated profit and reserves that you find on the balance sheet liability side, so that you have to distribute among old partners A and B here as per their old profit sharing ratio, right? Now sometimes you will be finding a profit and loss account balance on the balance sheet asset side. So if you find profit and loss account balance on the balance sheet asset side, it is known as debit balance as well. It is known as debit balance, and this is nothing but loss. This is nothing but what? So this is nothing but loss. So if you're finding balance of profit and loss account on the balance sheet asset side, so it is a loss, right? It's not a profit. Profit always we record on the balance sheet liability side, right? And profit and loss account credit balance. So credit means liability. So that we have to record, or we supposed to record, and we always record on the balance sheet liability side. And profit and loss account debit balance, it's a loss, sir, and that you find on the balance sheet asset side. So now, just like I said you, this profit is belongs to A and B only, because this profit is available before admission of a partner, right? And before admission of a partner C, who were working? So A and B were working, right? So whatever efforts done by the A and B, because of that only they have earned this much of profit over a period of time, and that profit belongs to the old partner, and we have to distribute that in the old profit sharing ratio, right? Similarly, so if you are finding loss, so that loss is also belongs to whom? So this loss is also belongs to old partner only, sir, right? So this loss is also belongs to old partner, and we have to distribute in old profit sharing ratio, right? We have to distribute in old profit sharing ratio. Understood these concept or not? Understood these? If you're finding balance of profit and loss account or any reserves on the balance sheet liability side, it's a profit, sir, right? And if you're finding balance of profit and loss account on the balance sheet asset side, it's a loss, sir. Whether it can be a profit or loss, doesn't matter, sir. These profits and losses belongs to old partners, and we have to distribute them among the old partners as per their old profit sharing ratio. Understood? Everyone, Dhanushri, Sadhana, Shivarish, Parth Sarthi, understood these?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If you understood these, now the next thing is, so you are talking about distribution. Yes, sir, I'm talking about distribution, sir. But how to distribute that? That also you told us that we have to distribute in old profit sharing ratio. But what about accounting, sir? Right? Accounting. So what is accounting basically? So whenever we are talking about accounting, accounting is nothing but passing a journal entry and preparation of ledger account, right? So which journal entry we have to pass? Which accounting ledger account we have to prepare, right? That we have to discuss now. So I'm discussing here accounting for distribution of accumulated profits and reserves, right? Okay, so I'm going to understand here accounting for distribution of profits and reserves. My first question to you, where will we will get this profit and reserve? Where you will be finding this in the question? Where you will get? Yes, tell me. This accumulated profit and reserves, where you find this in the question? Shivari, Sadhana, Dhanushri, Pathsarthi. From where you get this accumulated profit and reserve in the question? In the question, you will be getting this from where?
Adjustment.
From adjustment. Shivari is saying from adjustment. Sadhana, Dhanushri, Pathsarthi. I just shown you. I am asking a question on that only. You will be finding that from balance sheet, now. I shown you, now. Everyone. See, I have prepared your balance sheet. Roughly, I have prepared balance sheet over here, now. See, this is my balance sheet, and I shown you on the balance sheet liability side you will be finding profit, and on the balance sheet asset side you will be finding loss, right? So answer to my question is, so you will be finding this accumulated profit and reserve. Where, sir? So you will be finding it on the balance sheet liability side. You will find accumulated profits and reserves on the balance sheet liability side. Okay, sir. So once you find that, what you have to do? So second step is I need to distribute them. Need to distribute the same among old partners or all partners? Tell me. Among old partners in their which ratio? In their old profit sharing ratio, right? Understood these? Now, third thing, what we have to do now, sir? So we have to do accounting. So what is accounting? Now we have to pass journal entry for the same. Now we have to pass journal entry, right? So if I supposed to pass journal entry, sir, now tell me, sir, if I'm saying this accumulated profit and reserve is belongs to partner, then for partner, which account we used to prepare? Which account we prepare for partners? Yes. Which account we used to prepare for partners?
Revaluation account.
No, revaluation account is not for partner. For partner, yes, we prepare partners capital account and partners current account, right? Depend upon which method they are asking me, right? If they are asking me fixed method, then I will be preparing current account. If they are talking about fluctuating method, I will be preparing what? I will be preparing capital account. Fluctuating method is there then. Okay. So we know, sir, we are going to prepare which account? We are going to prepare partners capital account. Now tell me, my simple question to you, if I prepare here partners capital account roughly, partners capital account, on which side we have to record these accumulated profits and reserves? What do you think? Where we have to record? We have to record it on the debit partners capital account. There are two partners, A and B. and accumulated profits are, for example, 50,000, and profit sharing ratio is 1:1, right? So 25,000 will be there. So where I need to record? On the debit side of partners capital account in the column of A and B, or on the credit side of partners capital account in the column of A and B? What do you think? Where we have to record it? On the debit or on the credit side? We are giving them profit. We are giving them reserves, profits and reserves. We are distributing profit and reserves. So where we have to record? Tell me. Getting my question, Shivarish, Dhanushri, Sadhna, Parth, Sati? My simple question is, if you are distributing this profit and reserves to partners, old partners, so where you are going to record? On the debit side of partners capital account or credit side of partners capital account?
Credit side.
Shiva is saying so we have to record it on the credit side of partners capital account. Sadhna, what about you? What is your answer? Dhanushri, what is your answer? Parth, Sati, what is your answer? I want answer from everyone. Tell me, where we have to record profit and reserves? On the debit side of capital account or credit side of capital account? Yes, Sadhna. Dhanushri, Parth, Sati. Shiva is saying on the credit side. What do you think? Am I audible to everyone?
Credit side.
Yes, Dhanushri. Tell me, where we have to record?
Credit side.
Credit side. Okay, Sadhna.
Credit side.
Credit side. Okay, why credit side? Everyone, why credit side? Because it is a profit, and profit always we have to record on the credit side, sir, right? And because of the profit, so capital balance will get increased, right? And that's why capital is liability, and whenever we want to increase liability, what we have to do? So we have to credit it. Simple. Getting Parth, Sati. So it is clear. So it is clear that we have to credit partners capital account. So I am writing here journal entry to old partner capital / current account, depend upon which method you are following, right? To old partners capital and current account. So I have created old partners capital account or current account. If there are two partners, I will be creating to A's capital or current account, to B's capital and current account, and I will be distributing these in which ratio? So I will be distributing these in their old profit sharing ratio, in old profit sharing ratio. My question to you now, sir, which account to debit it? Which account to debit? So we are distributing what? So we are distributing these profits and reserves, right? So I will be debiting that only, sir. So my journal entry will be profit and loss account debit, or any other reserves account debit to old partners capital and current account. Getting understood this or not? Understood this or not, everyone? Yes, Dhanushri, Sadhna, Shivarish, Parth, Sarthi, understood this or not?
Sir, reason.
Yes, simple rule is there, sir. Where this profit and loss account balance and reserves, where they are at present? They are on the balance sheet liability side or asset side? So at present they are on the balance sheet liability side, right? And so liability means what? Liability means credit. So if you are transferring anything from liability, what you have to do? You have to debit it. Then only it will get transferred. No? Debit credit will get cancelled. Yes or no? And why we created partners capital account? So because these profits belongs to partner, and always we record profits on the credit side of partners capital account, because we have to increase balance of partners, right? Increase the balance of capital of the partner. Getting, Shivarish? So we debited profit or any capital reserve or any reserve. Why we debited? Because so it is a liability, and liability means what? Liability means credit. Now you are transferring that liability now. So if you are transferring that liability, what you have to do? You have to debit it. Then only it will get cancelled, na? Debit credit will get cancelled, na? Shivarish, right? And that is the concept. Sir, liability means credit, and whenever you want to decrease any liability, whenever you want to transfer any liability, you have to debit it. Simple. See, I'm writing that. If you want that also, I'm writing here. I'm writing that also. See, liability means credit, right? So if you want to decrease any liability or transfer any liability, what you have to do? You have to debit the same, right? And if you want to increase any liability, you have to credit the same. Simple rule. So because liability itself is a credit, so credit debit will get decrease, that is minus. So liability itself is a credit, so credit will get increase. So credit will get increase. Understood this or not? Right? Yes, Shivarish, Dhanushri, Sadhna, are you there? If you understood this, now tell me about asset. If you understood this, Shivarish, Sadhna, Dhanushri, tell me about the asset. What will be the asset? What will be for the asset? I'm writing here. Asset means?
Debit.
Asset means debit. Okay. So I'm writing here. If you want to decrease or transfer any asset, you want to
Credit. Credit.
you want to debit it or credit it, Sadhna?
Credit.
Absolutely right. You want to credit it, right? So because asset itself is a debit credit will get cancelled, sir, right? Okay, I'm writing once again now. Tell me, if you want to increase any asset, you want to debit it, because asset itself is a debit and debit will get increase, right? That is the reason, so we have to debit it. Simple. Understood this rule? And because of this rule, so we are applying this rule and we have passed the journal entry. Which entry we pass? Sir, on the balance sheet liability, there were reserves, there were a profit, right? So that profit and losses we have to recover from there, we have to transfer from there, and we have to give it to the partner's capital account. So it's a profit, and profit always we have to record on the credit side of partner's capital and current account. So that's why I have created here. That's why I've created here old partners capital and current account in old profit sharing ratio, and I've debited profit and loss account and reserves account here, right? Profit and loss account debit, reserves account debit to old partners capital and current account. Now my question to you, sir, if it is accumulated losses, then which entry we have to pass? I'm writing here. So second, accounting for accumulated loss, or you can say losses. Accounting for accumulated losses. My first question to you, where you will find these accumulated losses? Where you will find these accumulated losses in balance sheet? Absolutely right. So I'm writing here, you will find these accumulated loss on the balance sheet asset side. Okay, sir. Okay, what we have to do this now? What about we have to do about this now? Second question. So we have to Need to distribute the same among old partners, no?
Yes, sir.
Need to distribute the same among old partners ratio
Old
in
profit.
old profit sharing ratio. Sir, if you are talking about distributing, then which entry we have to pass up? So third thing, that is journal entry. Journal entry
Old partners capital.
for the same. Yes, please.
Old partners capital upon debit.
Absolutely right. So exactly reverse entry we have to pass now, right, Sadhna Dhanishri? Old partners capital or
Debit.
current account debit to to
Up.
Profit and loss
yes,
account.
profit and loss account. Simple, right? This entry we have to pass. In which ratio, sir? Again in old profit sharing ratio. Understood? So this is the first concept that we cleared, that we concluded, I can say here, that is distribution of accumulated profit and profit reserves and losses, right? So which journal entry we have to pass, and we have to prepare ledger account, that is old partners capital and current account, for doing this adjustment. Yes, Shivarish.
Sir, we have to see it in from balance
Yes,
sheet,
yes. Always we have to find it from the balance
not
sheet,
from not from partners or from point
not
of view.
from.
Sir. Partner or from
No,
point
no.
of view.
See, have you understood this concept or not? Understood now?
Ah,
Yes. So focus on this. Don't think too much now, right? What we are doing here, whatever profit and losses are there, accumulated profit and losses are there in the balance sheet liability or asset side, so it belongs to old partner. Why? I gave you answer to that. Because, sir, new partner is coming into the business today, but the profit which is there in the balance sheet liability side and losses which are there in the balance sheet asset side is only because of efforts
old
done by
partners.
old
Old.
partners. So that we have to distribute among old partners in their old profit sharing ratio, right? And then we have past journal entry as well, right? So for profits that you find on the balance sheet liability side, entry will be profit and loss account debit, reserves account debit to old partners capital account. So reason I have given you. Sir, profit always we have to record on the credit side of partners capital or current account. And why we debited profit and loss account and reserves? Because it is a liability. And whenever you want to decrease liability or whenever you want to transfer liability, you have to debit it, right? I have given you I can say concept as well, or the reason behind that as well, right? Similarly applicable for the asset now, or you can say losses now. So losses you are recording on the balance sheet asset side. Always profit and loss account debit balance means loss, and loss always you find on the balance sheet asset side, right? So if you are transferring now any asset, what you have to do? So asset means debit, so you'll be going to credit it, right? That's why in my journal entry I have created profit and loss account, right? And which account we have to debit? So we have to debit now old partners capital account. So reason, so it's a loss, and loss always we have to record on the debit side. That's why I have recorded on the debit side, and because of loss, the capital balance will get decreased, right? Capital means liability, and if you are recording anything on the debit side of liability, it will get decrease, and because of balance will get decreased, right? This is the concept. So I have cleared here, I have explained here concept as well as what we supposed to pass journal entry, right? Sadhna, Dhanishri, Shivarish, I hope you understood this concept as well as which entry we have to pass, right? I have explained the reason as well.
Understood, sir.
Okay, okay, good. Now we have to apply the same, we have to see the questions for that, right? And then I'm discussing revaluation account as well. So what is revaluation account and why we have to prepare revaluation account? I will be discussing that too, right? But before that, so we have to do distribution of accumulated reserves, right? Question on that. Okay. So see the question on this. See this question, and you are going to tell me journal entry for the same. Sadhna, it's your turn first of all. Mala and Vimala were the partners sharing the profits and losses in the ratio of 3:2. On 31st of March 2017, Varshini was admitted as a partner. On the date of admission, the book of the firm showed a reserve fund of rupees 50,000. Pass journal entry to distribute the reserve fund. Tell me, we have to distribute reserve fund of 50,000. Which entry we have to pass? Sadhana.
Reserve account debit part.
Can you repeat once again?
Reserve account debit.
Reserve, yes, reserve fund account debit. I'm writing two. Reserve fund account debit. How much? 50,000 rupees, sir. Okay. To
Mala's capital account.
Mala's capital account. Absolutely correct.
Credit
To
Mala's capital account.
absolutely correct. And so we have to distribute in the ratio of 3:2. So tell me, 30 and 20? 30,000 and 20,000?
Yes.
And I need to write down narration as well, being reserve fund transfer or distributed. Simple. Understood these everyone? Shivari, Dhanushri, Sadhana. Any difficulty in these? Simple.
No.
Yes.
Okay, good one. So now it's turn of Dhanushri. Yes, Dhanushri. Kavita and Radha are partners of the firm, sharing the profits and losses in the ratio of 4:3. They admitted Deepa on 1st of January 2019. On that date, their balance sheet showed a debit balance of profit and loss account being accumulated loss of rupees 70,000 on the asset side of the balance sheet. Right? Give the journal entry to transfer the accumulated loss on admission. We have to distribute accumulated losses. Okay, tell me, Dhanushri.
Kavita's capital account debtor, Radha's capital account debtor,
I'm writing
two
two.
profit and
Okay,
loss.
okay. Just a minute. I'm writing two. Kavita's capital account debit. Then Radha's
Radha's capital account debit,
account debit to
profit and loss account.
yes, absolutely right. Profit and loss account. So amount is 70,000 rupees, and we have to distribute the same in the ratio of 4:3. So I can say 40,000
40,000, 30,000.
30,000. And which narration I need to write down? Being loss distributed, right? Understood everyone?
Yes,
Any
sir.
doubt in these, Sadhana, Shivarish? Yes, Sadhana, Shivarish?
Not answer.
Okay. Now, it's a turn of Shivarish. See, Shivarish, it's a proper question is given to you. Everything, asset liability is given, right? But I'm not going to focus everything, every asset and every liability. What I need to do, sir, I need to find out reserves, where are reserves are there in the balance sheet, and where are losses, if any, if are there any losses in the balance sheet, right? So that I need to find out, and accordingly I need to pass journal entry, right? So Ratna Kumar and Arokia Das are partners in the firm, sharing the profit and loss in the ratio of 3:2. Their balance sheet as on 31st of March 2017 as follows, right? And what they're giving, debit was admitted into the partnership on 1st of April 2017. Pass journal entry to distribute the accumulated profit and reserves on admission. Okay, so now tell me, in the balance sheet liability side, are there any? Is there any profits?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. A profit and loss appropriation 20,000 rupees is there. General reserve 5,000 is there. And so what about this workman compensation fund? So this is also reserve? Yes, sir. This is also reserve. So what is workman compensation fund basically? So if you are running a factory, for example, if you are running a company or if you are running a factory, then there is a possibility of uncertain events like accident can be possible, no? At any time there can be a possibility of accident. So what company does, or what manufacturing or that factory employers or owners, what they do, sir, in every year whatever profit they are earning now, out of that small portion of amount they are transferring to that to compensation fund. Because if any uncertain events occur, for example, if fire occurred or any accident occur, and if any worker get damaged, or because of this accident, if that worker lose life or he lose any body part, right? Then medical expenses of that partner or that particular employee, company can do from this fund, right? Because they have created fund, they have kept aside amount, right? And it's a mandatory also. If you are running a manufacturing company, then it's a mandatory by the government that you have to maintain a compensation fund. You have to create compensation fund. Out of every year's profit, you have to transfer some amount towards that fund, right? Now, so what we are doing, so this fund is nothing but your what? So this fund is nothing but a part of your profit only, right? So before admission of a partner, if there is no any claim on that fund, what is meaning of claim, sir? Claim means we are not supposed to distribute or we are not supposed to pay anything to any worker, right? So that profit is belongs to whom then, sir? So that compensation fund is now belongs to old partner now, right? So we have to distribute that compensation fund also to the old partners only as per their old profit sharing ratio. Understood? What is workman compensation fund? Shivarish, Sadhna, Dhanishri, right? So all these three profits we have to distribute. So tell me journal entry.
Profit and loss appropriation account debit.
Profit and loss appropriation account debit. So amount is 20,000 rupees. Okay, then
To Ratna Kumar capital
okay.
account.
See, we can combine everything now. Instead of writing separate. I can do now profit and loss account debit, general reserve account debit. I can do like that.
Yes.
Okay. So tell me, general reserve account debit 5,000 rupees. Then
To workman compensation
workmen
fund account.
compensation fund account debit. How much? 15,000. And this total we can distribute now to the partners. Ratnakumar capital account and A Das capital account. Right? So 20,000 plus 5,000, 25,000, 25 plus 15,
40.
40,000. 40,000 we have to distribute in the ratio of 3:2. So tell me,
24,000. 24,000.
okay,
Then 16,000.
24,000 and 16,000. Right, Sadhna? Right, Shivarish, Dhanushri? Any doubt in this? So your answer is absolutely correct. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Shall I move further? Okay. Now we are here to discuss about the next concept, that is revaluation of asset and liability. Revaluation. Okay. So I'm writing on this blank page, accounting for revaluation of assets and liability. So before doing or before understanding accounting for revaluation of assets and liability, what we have to understand here, what is revaluation? So my first question to you, what is revaluation? What is meaning of revaluation? Tell me. What is revaluation? According to you, what is revaluation? Simple word, revaluation. What do you understand after reading this word, revaluation? Yes, Shivari, Dhanushri. Tell me. What do you understand by reading the word revaluation? So what is valuation? Am I audible to you? Shivari, Dhanushri, Sadhna. What is valuation? I'm asking simple meaning
Giving
of word.
value or
Giving value, or you can say finding the value of something. Valuation means, okay, then what is revaluation? Revaluation means newly finding the value. Revaluation is nothing but newly finding the value of the asset, right? Or I can say finding current value, or I can say for current, the another word is today's value. Today's value. Finding today's value. Sir, parents of Shivarish purchased one flat 10 years back for rupees 25 lakhs. Right? Sir, that 25 lakh rupees of flat having same price today, or the price is increased by some amount? What do you think, Shivarish, Dhanushri, Sadhana? Shivarish parent bought one flat for rupees 25 lakhs 10 years back. So value of that flat, value of that home is same today? No, sir. It is increased, right?
Increased.
So what I need to do, sir? I need to find out revalue, no? Revalue means I need to find out current value or today's value of that asset, yes or no?
Yes.
Right? If I say value of that flat were 25 lakh rupees 10 years back, that is in the year 2000, I can say 3 or 2013, I can say. In the year 2013, value of that flat was 25 lakh rupees. And in the year 2023, the value of that flat is 45 lakhs. So now tell me whether the value of flat is get increase or decrease?
Increase.
Increase. Increase by how much?
20 lakh.
Increase by, the value of flat get increased by 20 lakhs. Absolutely right. But sir, in my balance sheet, the asset is showing at 25 lakh only. In my balance sheet, asset is showing at 25 lakh rupees only. Right? It's wrong, na sir. I need to write down today's market value, na? Today's market value is how much? 45 lakhs. So in order to convert this 25 lakh into 45 lakh, what I need to do? I need to add 20 lakhs into 25 lakhs. If I add in 25 lakhs, if I add 20 lakhs, so I will be getting 45 lakh as the answer, which is correct one. Yes or no? Getting my concept, getting my question, getting what I am explaining. So 10 years back, Shivarish parents purchased one flat for rupees 25 lakhs. And today's market value of same flat is 45 lakhs in the year 2023. So the flat is nothing but asset for me, right? So today's value is 45 lakhs, but in the balance sheet, but when we see balance sheet of parents, or you can say the whatever business they are running, on the balance sheet asset side, the value of that home or I can say flat is 25 lakh only, sir. So how can I change this 25 lakhs into 45 lakhs? So for that, I need to add 20 lakhs into it. Then I will be getting 45 lakh as the answer. Right? Sir, we understood this. But sir, it's accounts, no? It's not a maths that we can add. We can directly do like this. 20. Then I get answer 45 lakhs. So I can directly do this. Sir, in accounts, what is accounting, sir? So in accounts, whenever you want to increase or decrease any value of any asset or liability, you have to pass journal entry. You have to pass journal entry. Okay, sir, fine. We can pass journal entry. But my question to you, my question to all of you, sir, this flat is asset or not? Yes, sir, this flat is asset. So asset means debit or credit? Everyone, Shivari, Sadhna, Dhanushri. Asset means debit or credit?
Debit.
Debit. So asset means debit. What you are doing today? You are increasing value, no?
Yes, sir.
You are increasing value of asset, no? So whenever you want to increase value of asset, you have to debit it or you have to credit it?
Debit it.
Debit it. So you are going to debit what, sir? You are going to debit that same asset for how much amount, sir? For 20 lakh rupees today. So it is clear, sir. It is clear, sir. When we are going to pass journal entry, I will be debiting asset account. Asset account debit.
Debit.
2. So which account to credit? Which account I need to credit? No, sir. Which account to credit? So we are preparing what? We are understanding. We are discussing here what? Revaluation. Huh? So which account to credit? So revaluation account we have to credit. Revaluation account we have to credit. Simple, sir. Simple. So revaluation account is as good as your profit and loss account. Right? Sir, if value of asset get increased, it's a profit for me. So where we have to record profit? So we have to record profit on the credit side of revaluation account, right? So my journal entry will be asset account debit to revaluation account when asset get increased. Understood? So I can summarize here one thing. See, I'm writing one thing here. I'm preparing revaluation account here. Revaluation. Okay, sorry. I'm preparing here revaluation account. Revaluation account. As I told you, revaluation account is as good as your profit and loss account. So now tell me, on the debit side of revaluation account, what we supposed to record? Expenses or losses or income and gain? It's as good as your profit and loss account. So tell me, on the debit side, what we have to record? Profit and losses or expenses and losses? On the debit side of revaluation account, what we do write? Losses or gains?
Expense and loss.
Expenses and losses. So on the debit side, we have to record loss. And on the credit side, we have to record gain. So my simple question to you, tell me, if value of asset get increased, it's a profit for you, it's a gain for you or loss for you?
Gain.
Very sadhana. If a value of asset increases,
Gain, sir.
gain. So if value of asset increases, it's a gain, and gain we have to record on the credit side,
Credit.
right? So if value of asset get decreased, it's a loss for you.
Loss.
So loss we have to record on the debit side. Simple. Now, sir, we are discussing here about liability, right? Sir, I can give you example here. Then you have to tell me, huh? Now about liability, sir. So liability means credit. Whenever you want to increase any liability, you have to credit it, and whenever you want to decrease any liability, you have to debit it, right? Simple. This rule we know. Okay, sir. Sir, in the year 2022, loan from bank were 50,000 rupees, and in the year 2023, loan is 60,000 rupees, sir. Now tell me, loan get increase or decrease here? Increase, sir. In 1 year, loan increase by how much? 10,000. 10,000, no? If loan get increased by 10,000, tell me, it's a loss for you, it's a gain for you, or it's a loss for you? Tell me.
Loss.
Absolutely right, sir. If liability get increased, it's a loss because liability get increased. So where I need to record? On the revaluation account, debit side or credit side?
Debit.
Yes, sir. It is exactly opposite. If liability get increased, it's a loss, and that's why we have to record it on the debit side, right? But if liability get decreased, sir, if liability get decreased,
Gain.
gains, sir. For example, so for example, 2022 creditors were 20,000. Now creditors are 10,000. It means your creditors get decreased by 10,000. So if your liability get decreased by 10,000, but obviously it's a gain for you, right? Because liability get decreased. So liability get decreased. What you have to do? Sir, you have to record it on the credit side of revaluation account. It's a gain for you, right or wrong? Understood this concept? If you understood this concept, then please tell me journal entry for this, right? I'm writing here. See, balance sheet is given to me. Asset, liabilities, right? Asset and liabilities are provided. So here, first of all, furniture is given. Furniture value as per the balance sheet is 2 lakh. And in the adjustment, it is given today's market value of furniture is rupees 1,80,000. Right? It is given in the question. Now tell me what we have to do. As per the balance sheet, value of furniture is 2 lakh. But in the adjustment, you are saying okay. But in the adjustment, it is given that today's market value is 1,80,000. So first of all, tell me, Shivari, Dhanushri, Sadhna. Dhanushri, are you there? Tell me whether value of furniture get increase or decrease here?
Decrease.
Decrease. Sir, as per the balance sheet, value were 2 lakhs. Now today's value is 1,80,000. So it is decreased by how much?
20,000.
20,000.
Rupees 20,000. So if it is decreased by 20,000, it's a loss for me or profit for me, gain for me?
Loss.
Loss.
Gain? Sadhana, it's asset, no?
Yes.
Asset get decreased and it's a gain or loss?
Loss.
Absolutely right. And loss we have to debit to the revaluation account or credit to the revaluation account?
Debit.
See, revaluation account means profit and loss account, Sadhana. On the debit side always we have to record loss, right?
Yes.
Right. So because of asset value get decreased, it's a loss for me. I will be going to record it on the debit side of revaluation account. So I will be passing journal entry revaluation account debit to furniture account. Right? By which value asset get decreased?
20,000.
20,000. So I need to write down here 20,000 rupees. 20,000 rupees. By 20,000 rupees my value get decreased, right? See, student get confused. They record this value, new value. No sir, we have to find out difference always. Right? We have to find out difference always. If new value is given, I need to find out difference, and that difference I need to write down here. Getting or not? Okay, if you understood this, I am giving you another adjustment now. Suppose land value is given 5 lakh rupees, and it is given in the adjustment that value of land
Sir, some noise is
increase.
coming, sir.
Sadhana, can you? It's from Dhanushri's end, I guess. Yes. Okay, is it clear now? Is it clear now, Shivarish?
Okay.
My voice is clear? Okay. Now, so value of land increase by 20%. Value of land increased by 20%. Okay. So, as per the balance sheet, value of land were 5 lakhs. And in the adjustment number 2, it is given that value of land increased by 20%. Now, tell me. Increased by 20%. Value of land increased by 20%. So, it's a, first of all, it's a profit for you or a gain for you or loss for you?
Gain for us.
Yes, Sadhana? Yes, Dhanushri? If value of land increased by 20%, it's a gain for you or loss for you?
Gain.
So it's a gain. So how much gain? Amount, tell me amount of gain.
1 lakh.
How you calculated? 5 lakhs multiplied by 20%, na? Right, na Sadhana?
Yes,
Right,
yes.
na Dhanushri? Yes. So amount is 1 lakh, which is absolutely correct. So we calculated like this. 5 lakh multiplied by 20 upon 100. So answer is
1 lakh.
1 lakh.
rupees 1 lakh. Absolutely correct. Now, so tell me which entry I need to pass, where I need to record this gain, on the debit side of revaluation or credit side of revaluation?
Credit side.
Credit side of revaluation account. So entry will be, yes, Sadhana?
Valuation.
Land account. Asset account debit.
Okay, Sadhana, tell me Sadhana, you said me value get increased by rupees 1 lakh, so you are going to record it on the credit side of revaluation account. So which entry we have to pass? Yes, absolutely right. Land account debit to revaluation account. Simple, absolutely correct. Amount is 1 lakh rupee and 1 lakh rupee. Understood these?
Yes.
Understood? Okay, good. Yes, Dhanushri, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Understood this or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm putting another question here. Please tell me answer now. Dhanushri, I'm preparing balance sheet here. On the balance sheet liability side, sir, bank loan is given. How much? 5 lakh rupees. And in the adjustment it is given that bank loan reduced to rupees 4 lakh. Okay, what does it mean first of all? Yes, Dhanushri, what is today's loan value is
4 lakhs.
4 lakh, right? Bank loan reduced to, na? Reduced to means today's value of loan is 4 lakhs, right? So
Yes,
today's
sir.
value of loan is 4 lakhs. So loan value get decrease or increase?
Decrease.
Decrease by how much?
1 lakh.
So loan decreased by rupees 1 lakh. So if loan get decreased by 1 lakh, it's a profit for you or gain for you or loss for you?
Gain.
So loan decreases, it's a gain for me, absolutely right. So gain we have to debit to the revaluation account or credit to the revaluation account?
Credit.
Yes, we have to credit revaluation account for 1 lakh. Which entry we have to pass now?
Bank loan.
Yes, absolutely correct. Bank loan account debit to
Revaluation account.
revaluation account. Absolutely correct. And amount is
1 lakh.
1 lakh rupee and 1 lakh rupee. Absolutely correct. Understood this or not? Shivarish, Sadhana, reduced to rupees 4 lakh. Understood?
Understood.
Okay. I'm giving another. Creditors. 60,000 is the value. And in the adjustment, creditors reduced by rupees 10,000. Okay. After reading this, tell me. After reading this, what do you understand? Value of creditors, it is given that reduced by rupees 10,000.
It's a gain.
Gain, it's a gain or it's a loss? Sadhana.
Gain.
Shiva is saying it's a gain, sir. Okay. Sadhana. Yes, Sadhana. Creditors value in the balance sheet is 60,000 and it is given that creditors reduced by rupees 10,000.
Gains.
Gain. Okay, Dhanushri.
Gain, sir.
Gain. Gain by how much? How much is the gain amount?
2,000.
10,000.
10,000. Okay, Sadhana. Shivarish. What is gain amount here?
So 10,000.
10,000. Okay, Sadhana. Sir. Yes, Sadhana.
Sir, I can't understand.
Understand. Okay, no issues. Read first adjustment once again.
Sir,
Bank loan reduced to rupees 4 lakhs. So reduced to means, so whenever it is given 2 means today's value.
Yes, yes.
Today's value is 4 lakh. And in that case, you compare that today's value with the previous value. Yes or no? Previous
Yes.
value was where 5 lakhs, today's value is 4 lakhs. So you understood that value get decreased by rupees 1 lakh, right? And you consider this as a gain. Now, what is written over here? Read once again. What is written over here? In the second,
Reduced by
pi. So what is the meaning of pi? Pi means, so amount get reduced by this much. It is directly given to you, right? Amount is reduced. Creditors reduced by how much? So creditors reduced by 10,000. It means they are saying you have to decrease creditors by rupees 10,000 now. So then what will be the new value of creditors? 60 minus 10, 60 minus new value. 60 minus 10, 50,000. Getting? So it's a wording to and by. Whenever 2 is given, so it's a new value. Whenever 2 is given, it's a new value. And you have to find out difference. See, we find out difference here. Right? We find out difference. And whenever by is given, so that is not new value. It's the amount reduced by or increased. Right? So there is no need to calculate difference. It is a buy. Reduced by how much? Reduced by 10,000. So now tell me, it's a gain for you or loss for you? Sadhana. Yes, creditors reduced by 10,000. Creditors reduced by 10,000. Creditors is liability or asset?
Liability.
Liability reduced by how much?
10,000.
If liability reduced by 10,000, it's a profit for you or loss for you? Profit. Then if it is a profit, then you have to write it on the credit side of revaluation account or credit side of revaluation account. Creditors decrease by rupees 10,000 and it's a gain for you, right? It's a gain for you. Again, yeah, simple, right, Sadhna? We have to credit revaluation account. Which entry we have to pass now? Tell me. Tell me. You already told me, na, Sadhna, revaluation account we have to credit. Then what left? Don't look here. Don't look into your book. Simple, Sadhna. Creditors account. Creditors account you have to debit and revaluation account you have to credit, right?
Okay.
Simple. See, it's a gain, na? You already told me it's a gain, sir. It's a gain we have to credit. Right? Revaluation account we have to credit. Then which account to debit? Creditors, sir. Simple. So entry is creditors account debit to revaluation account, right? So they will ask you a question like this: to and by. So don't get confused. So to means new value, right? Whenever to is given, it's a new value. You have to find out difference, right? And whenever by is given, by means directly they are saying you this much of amount get reduced, or you have to reduce the amount by this much, or you have to increase amount by this much, right? So whenever by is given, straight away answer is given to you. But whenever to is given, you have to find difference. Understood now? Everyone, Sadhna, Dhanushri, Shivarish, understood or not? Yes, Shivarish?
Understood, sir.
Okay, if you understood this, we are going to solve a questions on your revaluation account. Okay. So we'll go one by one. I will be showing you. Okay. First of all, read this question carefully. Rajesh and Ramesh are a partner sharing the profits in the ratio of 3:2. Raman is admitted as a new partner and new profit sharing ratio is decided as 5:3:2. Okay, sir. Sir, these adjustments we are doing before admission of a new partner. So new partner profit sharing ratio is how much is irrelevant for me, right? Once again, I'm repeating. Sir, the revaluation adjustment we are doing before giving admission to the new partner, right? So we have to focus now only on the losses, right? The following revaluations are made: past journal entries and prepare revaluation account. So first, value of building is increased by 15,000. Value of building is increased by 15,000. Value of machinery is decreased by 4,000. Okay, sir. And provision for doubtful debt is made for rupees 1,000. Okay. So these three things are given to me, right? I'm expecting that you should give me right answer for A and B. I am expecting to solve entire question by your own. But if you are not understanding C adjustment, then I can say it's okay, sir. But adjustment number of A and B is very much simple. So I'm giving you 5 minutes. Think on it, and you have to pass journal entry for revaluation, right? So I want you all to solve A and B correctly. And if you solve C also, then it's a good. Understood, Dhanushri, Shivari, Satna? I'm giving you 5 minutes, right? Am I audible?
Yes,
Am
sir.
I audible? Okay. So pass journal entry for A and B, right? I will be discussing this after 5 minutes.
Yes.
You can solve A, B, C also, C also, but I'm expecting you should do A and B correctly. Okay? Done, Shivarish, Sadhana, Dhanushri.
Yes, sir.
Okay, value of building is increased by rupees 15,000. So tell me, first of all, if value of your building is increased by 15,000, it's a gain for you or a loss for you? Yes, everyone. If value of building increased by 15,000, it's a gain for you or a loss for you?
Gains.
Gain. It's a gain for you. And if it is a gain, we have the credit revaluation account or we have the debit revaluation account.
Credit.
We have the credit revaluation account. So which entry we have to pass? So for A entry is
Machinery.
building account debit to revaluation account. Yes, an amount is 15,000 rupees and 15,000 rupees. Absolutely correct. B part, so B. The value of machinery is decreased by rupees 4,000. Yes. It's a loss,
Yes.
right? Decrease by means loss. And loss we have to debit or credit to the revaluation account.
Debit.
We have to debit revaluation account. So what will be the entry? Yes.
Machinery account.
No, you said not debit. You said not debit revaluation.
Revaluation account.
Yes, revaluation account debit to machinery account amount 4,000, 4,000. Absolutely correct. Have you done C also? Dhanushri, Sadhana, Shivarish?
Sir,
Have
I
you
have
solved?
done that.
Okay, tell me.
Correct or not?
Okay, provision for doubtful debt means what?
Liability.
Provision for doubtful debt means you have to, yes, you have to decrease value of debtors by 1,000, no? Whenever there is a bad debt or a provision for bad and doubtful debt, what does it mean? It means 1,000 rupees you are not going to recover from your debtors, yes or no? You studied this in your 11th standard, if you remember. Bad debt and provision for bad and doubtful debt. So what is provision for bad and doubtful debt? So bad and doubtful debt means we are not sure that 1,000 rupees we can get from the debtors, right? And that's why we have to reduce that. So debtors is my asset or liability?
Liability.
Debtor.
Asset.
Debtor is asset, no?
Yes, sir.
Debtor.
Yes.
What is meaning of debtor, Sadhana? Tell me, what is debtor? What is creditor?
Credit.
What is meaning of creditor? What is meaning of debtor? Tell me. Dhanushri, Shivari, Sadhana.
Sir, debtor is the one who is liable for us.
Sir, simple example. If we sold goods on credit, if we sold goods on a credit, it means we have to recover money from customer, right? We have to recover money from customer or not, and that customer is known as debtor. So debtor means the person from whom we have to recover money, right? The debtor means person from whom we have to get money. That is debtor. So debtor is your asset always, right? And so who is creditor? For example, goods purchase on credit. So what does it mean? It means you have purchased goods on credit, right? Credit means you're supposed to pay now. You have purchased goods on a credit, so you're supposed to pay to creditor, right? So now you're supposed to pay to that supplier of your goods, right? You are liable to pay to creditors. It's your liability, sir. Understood? Understood?
Yes.
So read now. So read this now. Provision for doubtful debt is made rupees 1,000. So what does it mean? It means that we are not sure that we can get 1,000 rupees from debtor. So whatever debtors are there, out of that 1,000 rupees we are not able to get. or we are thinking that we are unable to get that 1000 from that, right? It means indirectly or directly they are saying your asset value will get decreased by rupees 1000. So it is a loss for me because my asset get decreased by rupees 1000, and whenever your asset get decreased by 1000, it's a loss. We have to debit revaluation account, right? We have to debit revaluation account. So what will be the entry for C?
Revaluation account debit.
Revaluation account.
Yes, revaluation account debit. It's a loss, 1000 rupees
Provision for
to, yes, provision for
doubtful.
doubtful debt. You can write provision for doubtful debt, or you can write down to debtors as well, right? No issues in that. Getting understood, Dhanushri, Sadhana, Shivarish,
Yes, sir.
right? See, these two things you have already studied, in your 11th standard. So this is a basic sadhana, Dhanushri, Shivarish. So brush up your basics as well. What is data? What is data? What is accounting equation? That is important, right? So
Sir,
brush up. Yes, please.
sir, then why they gave a profit sharing ratio order, sir?
They gave you profit sharing ratio because at the end we have to prepare evaluation account, right? And after closing your evaluation account, you will be getting profit or loss, and that profit and loss we have to distribute among the partners. And which partners we have to distribute? Always we have to distribute among old partners, because this adjustment that we are doing, revaluation that we are doing, is for old partners, not for new partners, right? We are doing it for old partners. So we have to distribute that among old partners, old profit sharing ratio. So I will be showing you that, right? We pass the journal entry. Now we supposed to prepare ledger account, that is revaluation account, right? Suppose I am preparing a revaluation account.
Sir,
Yes, please.
sir, one time please repeat this here.
Yes, I am doing same thing. Which one?
C.
C adjustment. Okay.
Sir.
What is meaning of provision for doubtful debt? You did this in 11th standard, now in 11th standard final account. Bad debt you're supposed to subtract from debtors. Provision for bad and doubtful debt also you're supposed to subtract from debtors, right? So what is provision for bad debt? Provision for bad debt means you are not sure, or you are saying that I'm likely to lose 1000 rupees from debtor. If you are likely to lose 1000 rupees from debtor, if you are not going to receive 1000 rupees from debtor, it means your debtor get reduced by 1000, no? Right now, Shivarish, if your debtor gets reduced by 1000, it means your asset get reduced by 1000, right? So if your asset get reduced by 1000, it's a loss for you, again for you.
Loss.
Loss. So that loss is, you have to debit to the revaluation account. So revaluation account debit to provision for doubtful debt. Getting simple? Okay. Now after passing the journal entry, what I need to do? I need to prepare revaluation account. So I am preparing revaluation account. Right? Help means preparing this account. Okay. So in the first journal entry, revaluation account, credit or debit?
Credit.
Credit. So I need to record on the credit side only. Revaluation
Yes, sir.
account get credit. So I need to record on the credit side by building account.
Building
How much?
account. 15,000.
15,000. So adjustment number B. Revaluation account get debit or credit?
Sorry, sir.
Debit, no?
Debit.
So I need to see revaluation account get debit here. So I need to write down on the debit side to machinery account. How much? 4,000.
4,000.
Adjustment number C, sir. Revaluation account once again get debit.
Debit.
So we have to record on the debit side to provision for doubtful debt. How much? 1,000 rupees.
1,000.
Right? So after posting this, I need to close down this revaluation account. So which side total is more?
Credit side.
Yes. So 15,000 here, 15,000 here, 15,000 minus this 5,000.
10,000.
10,000 is the balance. So this 10,000 balance we have to distribute among old partners as per their old profit sharing ratio. That is in the ratio of 3:2. And what is name of old partner? Rajesh and Ramesh. So I will be writing here to Rajesh capital account and to Ramesh capital account in the ratio of 3:2. 3:2 means 3,000, 6,000 and 4,000. 6,000 and 4,000 rupees, right? Now tell me, sir, after doing this, I need to pass journal entry as well, no? For transfer of this profit to the partner's capital account. Which entry I will be passing? For this, I need to pass journal entry. Absolutely right. Revaluation account debit 10,000 rupees to Rajesh capital account 4,000, sir. To 6,000, sorry. To Ramesh capital account 4,000 and here 6,000. Understood?
Yes.
Simple. Any doubt, any questions? See, solution is also provided, but just I solved for you, right? Neatly solution also is also provided here, right? I hope you understood this, Sadhna, Nushri, Shivarish. Okay, so I'm moving further. See what we have to do here in this particular question. So they are asking me to pass necessary journal entries and prepare revaluation account and capital account of the partner after admission. Everything they have asked me to do, right? So they are asking me to pass journal entry, they are asking me to prepare revaluation account, they are asking me to prepare capital account after admission of a partner. Okay, sir, we will do one by one. We will be passing journal entry first of all. So which journal entry we have to pass? Which kind of journal entry we have to pass? So for passing journal entry, we have to read adjustment one by one, right? So first adjustment. See, a balance sheet is given to me. There were two partners, Raghu and Sam, and their profit sharing ratio is 3:2. Prakash is the new partner who is entering into the partnership from business on 1st of April 2017, right? Okay, so first adjustment. He means Prakash bring 10,000 rupees as capital. Okay, tell me which entry we have to pass for this. What do you think? If Prakash brought in 10,000 rupees of capital into the business, which entry we have to pass?
Cash account debit to capital.
Yes. Bank, cash or a bank account debit to who brought in this amount? Who brought in this amount? Dhanushri, Sadhna? Prakash, right? So I will be writing Prakash capital account. Getting Prakash capital account 10,000 rupees. 10,000 rupees. Understood this?
Yes.
Sadhna, okay. Now, so machine is valued at rupees 24,000. So machine is valued at rupees 24,000. It means they are saying today's value of machine is how much? So today's value of machine is
24,000.
24,000. So what was the old value?
30,000.
30,000. So now tell me, value of machine get increased or decreased?
Decreased.
Decreased by how much?
6,000.
6,000. If value of your asset decreased by 6,000, it's a gain for you or loss for you?
Loss.
Loss for you. And loss we have to debit to the revaluation account or credit to the revaluation account?
Debit.
Debit to the revaluation account. So entry for B will be revaluation
Debit.
account debit 6,000 rupees to machinery account. Absolutely correct. 6,000 rupees. Okay, sir. We're done with B. Now C part, sir. Furniture to be depreciated by 3,000. So what does it mean? Depreciated by? Yes.
Sir. Its value is depreciated
Means value gets reduced, no? Yes, value get reduced.
Sir.
So if furniture value get reduced by 3,000, it's a gain for you or loss for you? Loss. So how much value get reduced? 3,000. It's already given. So value get reduced by 3,000. It's a loss for you. Which entry we have to pass?
Valuation.
Revaluation account debit to furniture account, right? An amount is 3000, sir. There is no need to calculate difference, no? I told you, by means this much of amount get reduced. So we have to write down 3000 and 3000.
3,000.
Okay. D. D now, D. Provision for doubtful debt should be increased to rupees 3000. So what does it mean? See,
So,
okay, first I am explaining this to you first of all, then tell me answer. So if you observe here, from debtors, debtor is 21,000. From that you already subtracted 1,000. Now answer is 20,000. Now what they are saying, the provision for doubtful debt should be increased to 3,000. So they are saying me the correct provision for doubtful debt is 3,000 rupees. Correct provision for doubtful debt is 3,000. 2 means, so 2 means new value. So new value of provision for doubtful debt, new value of provision for doubtful debt is 3,000. And what was the old value of provision for doubtful debt? What was the old value? The old value were 1,000. So it means indirectly they are saying to you that you have to subtract 2,000 rupees more from debtors. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Once again I am repeating. A provision for doubtful debt should be increased to rupees 3,000. So we know 2, whenever 2 is given, it's a new value. So new value of provision for bad and doubtful debt is 3,000. So what was the old value? So old value were 1,000. So now they are saying the 1,000 value of provision for bad and doubtful debt becomes 3,000. It means value get provision for bad and doubtful debt rupees increased by rupees 2,000 here, right? Increased by rupees 2,000. It means indirectly they are saying 2,000 rupees we have to subtract now again from my debtors. So if you are going to subtract 2,000 rupees from debtor, if you are going to subtract 2,000 rupees from debtor, it's a gain for you or loss for you? Yes, loss, because debtor is nothing but my asset. So it means your asset will get reduced by 2,000 rupees more, right? So it's a loss for me. Absolutely right, loss for me. And which entry I need to pass for this? Tell me, entry for this. Loss we have to debit now always. Sadhna, Dhanushri, Shivarish. Revaluation account
debit
debit to provision for
doubtful debt.
bad and doubtful debt, and the amount is 2,000 rupees.
2,000.
Have you understood how I get 2,000 rupees?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, so E part is there, and it is slightly different and important, right? Listen it carefully. Unrecorded trade receivable of rupees 1,000 would be brought into the books now. Can anyone tell me the meaning of this line? Can anyone explain me the meaning of this line? Unrecorded trade receivable. Trade receivable is nothing but your debtors, huh? The another name for trade receivable is debtor. Trade receivable. Unrecorded trade receivable of rupees 1,000 would be brought into the books now. Can anyone explain me this line?
So that,
Yes, sure.
sir,
Yes, sure.
trade receivable means debtor or
Trade receivable means debtors and trade payable means creditor.
debtors as now brought into the books of account.
Trade receivable means debtors. Debtors as well as your bill receivable.
Before it was
Okay. So
not
yes. So before it was not in picture, it means before it was not written in the balance sheet asset side. Now they are going to record it in the balance sheet asset side, as said by Shivarish. Okay. Yes, Sadhna. Yes, Dhanushri. What you understand after reading this? Unrecorded. Unrecorded means they haven't recorded previously, right? Right, Sadhna?
Yes.
Okay. So what they what they forget to record? Trade receivable. Trade receivable, sir. Trade receivable is nothing but debtors, sir. 1,000 rupees of debtors they unable to record previously. Unrecorded trade receivable of rupees 1,000 would be brought into the book now. Means what? Means they are saying we are going to record the same today in the books, right? So indirectly I can say, or directly I can say, value of my asset will increase by 1,000 now. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Right? Sir, if they are recording 1,000 rupees of debtors today, it means value of my debtor will get increased by rupees 1,000. So it's a profit for me or loss for me if value of asset get increased by 1,000 then. So it's a profit for me. So I will be passing with journal entry, sir. Revaluation account I need to credit or debit?
Credit.
Credit. So entry will be trade receivable. Trade receivable account debit to revaluation account, right? And amount is 1,000 rupees. 1,000 rupees. Understood? Understood or not? Sadhna, Shivarish, Dhanushri, are you there?
Yes,
Understood
sir.
these?
Yes, sir.
Okay, if you understood these, sir, so far I have covered revaluation account. I have covered everything. Adjustment I have covered, right? So based on this adjustment, I can prepare revaluation account, right? So I am preparing revaluation account roughly here. Please help me in solving that revaluation account. Right? Revaluation account. So see, in the first journal entry, is there any revaluation account in A entry? No, sir. Bank account debit to partners capital. There is no revaluation. So revaluation account get debit here in the P entry.
Yes.
Revaluation account debit to machinery account. So we have to write on the debit side of revaluation account.
Debit side of
Yes, to machinery account 6,000. Right? I'm writing to machinery
machinery
account 6,000 rupees.
6,000.
Okay, so I have written. So after B, C is there. So again, your revaluation account get debit
Debit.
and furniture account get credit.
Furniture.
So again, I need to record on the debit side, right, Sadhna?
Debit side
To furniture 3,000, right? To
furniture
furniture account 3,000 rupees.
3,000.
Okay, sir. After that, so D entry. D entry, there is again revaluation account debit, sir,
Debit.
to provision for bad and doubtful debt. So
Next.
again, I need to write down on the debit side to provision for bad debt 2,000 rupees. To provision for bad debt, and amount is
2,000.
2,000. Okay, after D, next is E, na? So we pass E journal entry. Trade receivable account debit to revaluation account.
Credit
So
side.
revaluation account credit sector. Yes.
Credit.
By trade
Revaluation. Trade receivable.
receivable. Yes, 1,000 rupees, right? So we done. After that, what we have to do? We have to close down this account.
Yes, sir.
Which side is more?
Debit.
Debit side is more. 6 plus 3 plus 2.
9. 11.
11,000. 11,000 minus 1,000.
10,000.
So this 10,000 we have to distribute to all partners or only old partners? We have to distribute the same among all the partners or old partners? Absolutely right. Always old partners. Raghu and Sam in the ratio of 3:2. So I am writing here. Yes, I am writing here by Raghu's capital account and by Sam's capital account. 6,000,
6,000.
4,000. and 10,000, right? So I've done with passing journal entry. I have done with passing revaluation account, preparation of revaluation account as well. But sir, they asked me to prepare capital account, right? If you see here, they asked me to prepare capital account as well, right? So I'm preparing capital account as well. Please help me in preparation of capital account. Huh? So I'm preparing capital account. Capital account. Now listen carefully. When you are preparing capital account now, you have to prepare a column for all partners now. You have to prepare column for all partners, including that new partner, right? So I'm preparing for A. Oh, sorry. Name is Ra. Uh, I'm forgetting the names. Can you tell me what was the names of the partners?
Raghu, Sam.
Raghu, Sam, and Prakash, right? New partner is Prakash. So I can say R, S, and P. R, S, P. Okay, I'm writing R, S, P. R, S, and P. R, S, and P. Okay. So when you are preparing capital account now, you have to start with balance sheet first of all. Always you have to start with balance sheet. So in the balance sheet, liability side, capital balances of Raghu and Sam is given 40 and 30, right? Right? Where we have to record these capital balances? On the debit side of capital account or credit side of capital account? Sadhna, Dhanushri, Shivarish, Raghu. Oh, no. Liability means credit, no, Sadhna. You forget, I guess you forget first chapter. Partnership basic concept. Liability is credit, balance is Raghu 40,000, Sam is 30,000. This balance always we have to record on the credit side by balance brought down, if you remember, right? By balance brought down 40,000 rupees and 30,000 rupees dash here, right? Now, Dhanishri, Shivarish.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I have written, sir, I have written capital balance of Raghu and Sam. So after that, if you remember, we done accumulated distribution of accumulated profit reserve and losses. We done that, right? So I have to see now on the balance sheet liability side, is there any accumulated profit? Is there any on the liability side?
No, sir.
No, sir. Is it given here? Profit and loss reserve, is it given? No, sir, it's not given.
No, sir.
Then on the asset side for profit and loss balance is given, sir? No, sir. So there is no accumulated losses, there is no accumulated profit. So I cannot do anything for that, right? If it would be sir, if it is given, then I would be passing journal entry for the same, right? But it is not given in the question. Okay, sir. No issues then. Now I need to see the journal entry part. Wherever I get partner's capital account, I need to write it down in the capital account. So in the first journal entry, there is Prakash capital account get credit now. See,
Yes, sir.
Prakash capital account get credit. So I need to write down on the credit side of Prakash capital account by bank account, right? So I'm writing here by bank account under the column of Prakash 10,000 rupees. Done. Okay, after that, so after that there is no capital account in the B, C, D, not in E also. But sir, the journal entry we recorded loss here now. See, we recorded loss over here, right? So for that we have to pass journal entry now. Which journal entry will be here? Tell me. Tell me journal entry for recording this loss. First of all,
Sir,
we find
Revaluation.
R
R's capital account debit.
R capital account debit 6,000 rupees. S capital account debit 4,000 to revaluation account 10,000 rupees. Right? So it means we have to debit R and S capital account, yes or no? So yes, I need to write it down on the debit side of capital account of R and S to revaluation account. How much? 6,000 rupees for R 4,000 rupees for S, right? Okay, sir, I've done with this now. Now what I need to do now? I need to close down simply this capital account, right? And I need to write down closing balances. Now tell me, for P, which side total is more? Credit side total is more. 10,000. There is nothing on the debit side. 10,000. So I can write down here to balance carried down 10,000 rupees for P, right? Now I need to do for R and S as well. Tell me about S. Which side total is more?
That's right.
R. Sorry, S. Which side total of S is more?
It's
Credit side. 30,000. 30,000. 30,000. 30,000 minus 4,000. Balance is 26,000. To balance carried down, right? Then, so for R, which side total is more? Against the credit side, 40,000. 40,000. 40,000. 40,000 minus the 6,000, no? The balance is 34,000. 34,000 is balance carried down. And for writing any balances, so there is no journal entry for recording any balances. Understood this question?
Yes.
Any doubts so far? Any questions so far?
No doubt.
Okay. So
No
this was
doubt,
the
sir.
okay. This was the full-fledged question, right? In this question, we did revaluation account entry. We did preparation of capital account, and we did preparation of revaluation account as well, right? I hope you understood these. Any questions? Any doubts?
Sir, now we are going to do it as well.
What? What? Can you repeat?
Now we are going to do any sum.
Can you repeat? I'm not getting you.
Now we are going to do any sum.
No, no, we are not going to solve any sum. Only 5 minutes are left. So it's not possible for me to solve, right? To cover entire thing, right? Here two questions are left over here, right? So I'm just advising you to go through this question afterwards. You can have a pic. If you are not getting PDF of this whiteboard, then you can take a pic of this question, right? So you have to solve this in your notebook. Please see whether you are getting it or not. It's very much simple, right? I can give you overview. I'm just giving you overview, then you can solve this, right? See, Anand, Balu, and where the partners and they are sharing the profit in the ratio of 7:3. Capital balances are given. Anand and Balu 50,000, 30,000. What they are asking, prepare revaluation account and capital account of the partners after admission, right? So we have to prepare revaluation account here and we have to prepare partners capital account. So this Anand and Balu capital I will be recording on the credit side of capital account, right? By balance brought down. Anand 50,000, Balu 30,000 rupees. Simple. So that we know. So this profit and loss account. So this profit and loss account also we are going to write down where? On the credit side of Anand and Balu, no? If you remember, accumulated distribution of accumulated profit. General entry is profit and loss account debit, profit and loss account debit to A's capital and to B's capital. If you remember this, right? So you'll be going to write it down on the credit side of A and B by profit and loss account 30,000 rupees. You are going to write down in the ratio of 7:3. So this also you are going to write down on the credit side, right? Okay. After that, I'm reading adjustments one by one. Chandru is admitted as a new partner and he contributed 20,000 rupees of capital, right? See, they ask you to prepare revaluation account and capital account, but you can pass journal entry as well, right? Because it's a first question now. So you can pass journal entry as well for your better understanding. So if 20,000 rupees of capital contributed by Chandru into the business, so you'll be passing journal entry bank account debit to Chandru account, right? 20,000, 20,000. Then stock be depreciated by 30,000, 3,000. So previous value of stock were 40,000. Now value get decreased by how much? Decreased by 3000. It means value of asset decreased by rupees 3000. Whenever value of asset decrease, it's a loss for you, and loss you have to debit to the revaluation account, right? So entry will be revaluation account debit to stock account, and amount is 3000 rupees and 3000 rupees. Then B, provision for doubtful debt to be created for rupees 2000. So it means we have to subtract 2000 rupees from debtors, right? So it means again, value of asset get decreased, it's a loss for you, you have to debit revaluation account once again. Entry will be revaluation account debit to provision for doubtful debt, and amount will be 2000. Land was to be appreciated by 10,000. So previous value of land were 60,000, and now they are saying you have to appreciate. Appreciate means increase. You have to increase value of land by how much? By rupees 10,000. It means here value of land will get increased by rupees 10,000, and it's a gain for you. Whenever asset get increased, it's a gain for you. You have to credit revaluation account for sure. So entry will be land account debit to revaluation account. The amount is 10,000 rupees. 10,000 rupees. I hope you understood this, right? So you can pass journal entries, then you can prepare revaluation account, and then you can prepare partners capital account, right? When you close down revaluation account, you will be getting profit or loss, and that profit and loss you have to transfer towards capital account, and for that also you have to pass journal entry that we did in the previous two questions, right? So I hope you understood these. Please try this question in your notebook, solve in your notebook. You can upload this on the discussion forum, right? So I can evaluate whether your answer is correct or wrong, right? So I'm putting this as a homework, right? If you have any doubt question, you can ask me regarding the same in the next session, right? And only one question is left from here onward, from this I can say PDF. So this I will be going to discuss in the next class, right? This is pending. I will be starting from this question onwards in the next class. Understood, everyone?